Bill O'Reilly, President Obama's accomplishments vertical line talking points vertical line the O'Reilly factor shows the healthy you and Carol Alt. America Live. Hannity. America's News HQ. Happening now. America's Newsroom. Huckabee. Cavoto. Justice with Judge Janine. Fox Files. Media Buzz. Red IW Flash Gutfeld. Fox News Sunday. Special Report. Fox and Friends First. Specials. Fox and Friends. Studio B. Fox and Friends Weekend. The Cost of Freedom. The 5. Fox Report. The Journal Editorial Report. Geraldo at Large. The O'Reilly Factor. Gerda. War Stories. Watch Now. All Times Eastern. Web Shows. Fox News Channel. Fox Business Network. Login. Welcome. Profile. Logout. Home. About O'Reilly. Talking Points Archive. Interview Archive. Bill O'Reilly, President Obama's accomplishments. Published September 12, 2013. Vertical line O'Reilly Factor vertical line Bill O'Reilly. Print. Email. Share. Recommend. Tweet. Watch the latest video at foxnews.com by Bill O'Reilly. With the president taking heavy criticism over the Syrian situation, and believe me that will be part of his legacy, it is instructive to look back at what Mr. Obama has done over the past 5 years. So we asked 5 liberal Americans who sometimes appear on the Factor to tell us what President Obama's best accomplishment has been. Kirsten Powers believes that preventing the Depression is the high water mark for Mr. Obama. That's kind of speculative, but the president did pump enough assets into Detroit to save some car makers from bankruptcy. However, Forbes magazine rates the bounce back from the recession under the president as the weakest economic recovery since the Great Depression. Alan Combs says passing healthcare reform is Mr. Obama's best achievement. Jane U. Green agrees with that. But if you look at Obamacare you see 2 things. It has slowed hiring, at least among small business concerns, and the implementation of it is chaotic to say the least. And so there is that. Mark Lamont Hill cites bringing the troops home from Iraq and Afghanistan as the president's signature achievement. No doubt the president did that. History will define the consequences, but that will take time. So we don't really know. And finally Leslie Marshall opines that killing Osama bin Laden is Mr. Obama's biggest accomplishment. I'd expand that. I believe that Barack Obama's legacy will be positive on the terror hunting side. With his tough policy on drones, he's devastated Al-Qaeda and badly hurt the Taliban leadership hiding in northern Pakistan. Ironically, the president's core left-wing supporters generally oppose the high-tech attacks on the terrorists. But Talking Points believes that is Mr. Obama's strongest positive. Now his overall legacy. The economy is still soft after 5 years with working Americans actually losing ground in salaries. Not good. Not likely to turn around because Mr. Obama's administration generally does not help business. On his watch, the national debt has risen by an astounding $6 trillion. That's a scandal. And there is no end in sight as Democrats do not want to cut spending. The national debt is America's biggest problem. On the president's watch, Americans believe that China has overtaken the USA as the most powerful economy according to a Gallup poll. And U.S. foreign policy is confusing to say the least as the Syria debacle proves. Iran continues to develop nukes, but Putin is supplying materials to them. North Korea also upping its nuclear program. No resolution on Benghazi or on Palestine, and Egypt is in chaos. In fact, you may remember that during my Super Bowl interview with the president in 2011 I challenged him on Egypt and the Muslim Brotherhood. Begin video clip. O'Reilly, the Muslim Brotherhood, great concern to a lot of people. Are they a threat to the USA? I think that the Muslim Brotherhood is one faction in Egypt. They don't have a majority support in Egypt. They are well organized and there are strains of their ideology that are anti-U.S. There is doubt about it, but here is the thing that we have to understand: there are a whole bunch of secular folks in Egypt. There are a whole bunch of educators and civil society in Egypt that wants to come to the fore as well. And so it's important for us not to say that our only 2 options are either the Muslim Brotherhood or a suppressed Egyptian people. Crosstalk. O'Reilly, but you don't want the Muslim Brotherhood. What I want is a representative government in Egypt.